Alright, hi guys, this is Nick, and I'm going to be talking about macular degeneration today, or macular dystrophy. So, to understand the actual disease, we need to talk about the eye a little bit. So, here's a diagram of the eye. Now, we have these cells in the back of our eye that are called the retina, and these cells are basically light sensitive photorecepting cells. And what they do is they gather signals from light and then they send it to the optic nerve, and the optic nerve sends it to the back of the brain, to the occipital lobe, where it processes the image. And it's actually pretty cool because the image that the occipital lobe receives is actually crisscrossed, upside down, and inverted when we receive it. So it's pretty crazy how the brain is able to translate these light sensing signals that we receive into a picture that makes sense to our minds. Anyways, people who have macular dystrophy end up having a central vision loss. And so what happens is these cells right here, your macula cells, deteriorate over time. Now, the reason these cells are so important is because they're responsible for your central vision. So if you hold your hands out in front of you, basically people with macular dystrophy will have a very blurry central vision, and it can cause several problems, or many problems, and usually in most cases they tend to become legally blind at some point in their life. And this is usually found in older people, but it can be found in younger people as well. With that being said, now this is your central vision we're talking about, and most of the time, but not always, your peripheral vision remains intact. So if you hold your hands out to your side, it's still fairly clear, as to opposed to holding them in front of you. Um, if you're describing someone who has macular dystrophy, as far as what looks blurry and what looks clear. Now, unfortunately, there are no cures for macular dystrophy. There are certain treatments, but at this time, it's been found to be basically genetic related. And what science is trying to do is, or the progress that science has shown, is if there will be ever a cure in the future, it would be through stem cell research, which we all know is still a little bit away from actually producing some serious results. So I talked about macular degeneration and macular dystrophy, and I hope you've learned a little bit. Thank you.